One, let's boot it up. Turn it on. Notice we have a 1 terabyte Western Digital hard drive. StarTIC adapter. This is a 100 pin hard drive. Let's see what happens when it boots up. What is this? Another Cerbios Softmod, just because it does make it run the best. You get the faster speeds. You can do CGI files, and it just kind of makes things awesome. So it's automatically going to boot into XBMC4Gamers. It's going to auto log in. Make sure I have my controller. We have our controller. So if you want to play online, it has the Insignia information if people are playing, your applications, your demos, emulators, games, and homebrews. And then if you put a CD in, it will automatically launch. The disk drive does work. It's been serviced. I went and added some applications. I have a few different ones. But I did add the UX Lite menu if you want to play that. It is there. Cheat menus are on there. I did add some demos finally to mess with demos. Same emulators, just because I'm building these images. So it's pretty much the full ROM set. Server PlayStation only has like 3 games just because the games don't run very well. And then I added some new homebrews. Put Afterburner on there. Asteroid. Some of the ones these ones don't have artwork. That's why they look like this. If they don't have any artwork, it just doesn't exist. Can't do much about it. I did have Raptor. It's a cool game for DOS. And then we have our games directory. And then again, with the games directory, it has 419 games. It takes like 4 or 5 seconds to load up into it. Till all the games, once it loads, you're good to go. At the end. So it's really simple if you want to play a game. Example, let's say you want to play Worms Mayhem. You just go to your controller, you hit A. I'm going to fix the screen. I'll walk you guys through that as well. It depends on your TV. You can adjust the size. So it will load up the hard drive very fast, as you see. And you're able to play the game and save to the hard drive. It doesn't have enough space to do all that stuff. And certain games, if they have online play, can play online if they support it. And then when you're done playing, you just claw grip to get out. The claw grip is start, select, right trigger, and black button, this button at the same time. So it's all 4 buttons to claw grip out, and it will launch back. I need 2 hands to do it. I'm going to claw grip and show you the main menu. So once you claw brick back, it will actually just relaunch the dashboard. So it'll go through the boot animation, load Cerbios, and then boot back into XBMC4Gamers. I'll walk you guys how to fix your TV if you get the system, because all TVs are different. So every time you start up or reboot it will boot into this menu. Like I said, it's plug and play, and you can select what you want to play. It's very simple. So if you want to play an emulator, you select an emulator, game for the games, homebrew for the homebrews, and go. One thing you do want to do is it does have a menu here. I have it connected to my network. You can go online and download stuff if you want. I'm going to go ahead and actually just change the appearances. The main thing you want to do is you want to go with the video calibration. This is very important. If you have a TV, you want to calibrate your size. It's pretty simple. As you see I'm moving it. You want to basically line it up with the arrows. So see, I'm keeping it to my TV. Press A, next one. We want to go ahead and keep it with our TV. See? That's good. And then it will just like, don't get it wobbly. Stuff like that. And now let's look. And now I adjusted for my TV, and now you can see we have the menu underneath. You can see, so this little thing at the bottom, you can also do where it says view settings. You can adjust the settings. You can switch your views. You can have different artwork. You can even do searches if you're looking for a certain game. And you can also favorite games, which is cool. So say we go into the games directory, and there's 419 games, which is a lot. So it's a lot of games to scroll through. So you actually can do a search, or you can actually favorite stuff. You can actually hold it down. See if you can actually hit the triggers, the top triggers, and it goes really fast. This is like left and R. See, like, and it goes by letters. But let's say Jade Empire is one of your favorite games. You can actually see where it's that little thing is just options. You can hit the black button, hit option here, and you can go to favorites and add the game as your favorites. I hit the wrong key because I'm recording with one hand, but it allows you to have favorites. And once you have favorites, they'll show up here in the favorites menu, which is pretty simple. So you just go here, you hit the white button, and just hit add to favorites. If you can see that, I'm going to hit A, add to favorites. Let's say Jet Set Radio is also one of my favorite games. Hit A. I'm going to go ahead and add it to favorites. And now I'm going to go back. And then even in like the main menu, if you hit the start menu here, you have favorites, right? You can hit A, and then you can actually launch your favorites. So you don't have to necessarily go all in the game list. If you have favorite games, you can just set this up, or you can delete them as needed. It's pretty simple to do. So you have your favorites, you have homebrews, and you have your emulators. Emulators are very easy. Final Burn Alpha, Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, N64. N64 is the only one that's actually a little bit hard to do. The rest are very easy. You just pick the game and play. N64 comes with a few different cores. The best way to explain this is it has like 4 emulators built in because not every game runs the best on one emulator. So you kind of have to pick and choose. And you'll see it load up here. This is the game list. You'll scroll down. Some of it is artwork. And you can see it has the full N64 library, all the N64 games. And let's say you want to play, I don't know, what's a cool game? Off-Road Challenge. You just hit A. And this is where people get confused, like, oh, what do I launch it with? I really can't give you guys a best. I usually go with, I don't like the Ultra HL. It doesn't do a good job. I pick one of these 3 usually. We'll go with the 11, and then I pick like a middle rice core. Some cores run better than others. You'll figure it out, because if it doesn't load or doesn't run, you have to then reset and it won't work. Or if it loads and it's not a problem, like I picked the right core. It's just kind of hit or miss with these. You just got to pick a core that works, because not every game works on the same cores. So, and some have better performance, so you can kind of play around with it. But it just gives you options. And I have the TV really low. But yeah, now I'm playing a N64 game on an OG Xbox. It's just that simple. And then the same thing too, so let's see, we're in the game. When you're done playing, you just claw grip to exit. I'm going to show you that. So I'll claw grip to load back to the dash. Alright, so we're back. Let me show you the other emulators, how much easier it is. They're all set up the same way. So let's say you want to play a Super Nintendo game. You just hit A. This menu is very basic. It's a text menu, but it's very simple to manage. It has a menu right here. All you do again is select game, and then I have it already set up for you to load the game list. The same thing, you could hit the triggers to make it go really fast, right trigger, left trigger, and you can pick the game you want to play. You can also favorite them. So say you want to play Dragon's Lair. It's very simple. Dragon's Lair, hit A, and it will take like a second or 2 to load up. It's pretty fast. There you go. Using default Dragon Lair. You're playing. Same thing, you'll claw grip to go back to the menu, and then I'll walk you guys through how to shut down. So it has the game emulators and the games, and it plays off the OG Xbox. And this disk drive works on this box as well. It's been serviced and open, as you can see. Open to service, new CPU and GPU case, StarTech adapter, 1 terabyte hard drive. I'll put the case back on and I'll route the wires. But yeah, Dragon Slayer, there you go. Let me pause and show you guys how to properly shut down. I'm recording from my phone, but we are using a HDMI converter for this, so this is running off HDMI. That's why it looks so good. And then when you're done playing, it's very simple. You go to your controller, you hit start. This is the menu button right here, and you have your menu here. And it's like a computer now. You want to go ahead and go to shutdown, and just hit A on your controller, and this will shut down correctly and keep the hard drive from being messed up. These hard drives have very low hours. I think this has like 10 hours of use on it. It's crazy. So yeah, that's the OG Xbox. Leave me a comment in the description below what you think of my build. These are all my builds going forward are going to be just like this. I just redid my build, so all future builds will have the same games and the same list. I just perfected it, that's all.